20 fresh dashcam videos are coming up, and I can't believe I have to say this, none of them are AI generated. Hold on to your handlebars. Today's first submitter captured chaos on a Utah highway after the driver of a Nissan Altima slammed on the brakes and swerved in front of an SUV to avoid rear-ending stopped traffic. Even though he'd started braking as soon as he realized a collision was about to occur, our submitter couldn't fully escape becoming involved in the chaos thanks to traffic in the lane on his right. Our submitter was forced to stop after colliding with the out-of-control SUV and its bumper cover. Behind him, a charter bus collided with the Nissan Altima, further ensuring its total destruction. Incredibly, it seems as though nobody was seriously injured in this highway collision that wrecked at least 4 vehicles, including our submitter's Lexus GX 470. Ty was on his way home from school when he noticed the white Honda behind him lose control and spin off the road before slamming sideways into a power pole. It looks like the Honda briefly left the road before the driver began swerving back and forth, ultimately losing control before wrapping the car around the power pole. First responders arrived after Ty stopped and called 911. Thankfully, the driver of the Honda was its only occupant and he wasn't seriously injured. Now, every time a submitter tells us a car was totaled and we include that detail in our videos, viewers trip over themselves sprinting to the comment section to tell us, "Nuh-uh, I could totally fix that." Well, it's very obvious that this Honda is not getting fixed anytime soon, or ever. But feel free to disagree with us in the comments. The engagement really helps us with the algorithm. Haley was on her way to school on a road she says is notorious for speed traps. In fact, this is the second time she has sent us a dashcam video of instant justice from this road. Haley watched an Aurora police SUV pull over a vehicle with expired tabs, which she said the Colorado cops have been cracking down on. Let this be your reminder to renew your vehicle registration. Sarah watched 2 racing Honda drivers pass her before one lost control and spun into the guardrail. Sarah told us she stopped and called 911 before continuing, offering her dashcam footage to the state police. Thankfully, it doesn't look like the Honda hit any other vehicles, and nobody was seriously hurt. This submitter watched the driver of a red pickup roll through a right on red, cutting off an SUV with a green light in the process. That SUV turned out to be a marked Sansom Park police vehicle, and the pickup driver was immediately stopped to receive a dose of instant justice. Remember, a right on red is only legal if you come to a complete stop, if you turn into the correct lane, and if traffic is clear. If you cut someone off, it could cost you. Mike was on his way to work in Michigan City, which is in Indiana, go figure, when he watched a passing driver lose control on the icy highway. Even after that close call, the Toyota driver evidently didn't learn their lesson about driving too fast for conditions. Mike told us he made sure to keep his distance as he continued. He also thanked us for only posting exclusive dashcam videos, or trying to anyway, unlike other channels which repost videos already posted on other channels and websites. Some slip through, but we do our best. Thanks, Mike. Caleb watched an oncoming pickup swerve into a ditch to avoid rear-ending an SUV. Caleb told us the pickup did strike the rear of the SUV, but the impact was mitigated by the last-second swerve into the ditch. He stopped and called 911 before rendering aid to the victims. This submitter watched an oncoming SUV nearly do the same thing, but for no discernible reason at all. Our submitter thinks the SUV driver must have been distracted when they left the road, but thankfully, they were able to regain control before continuing, making this one a close call. The same can't be said for the next video, though. This submitter began driving around a pickup driver who had started reversing, but he wasn't quick enough to avoid being struck by the pickup. Our submitter stopped and exchanged insurance information with the pickup driver. He told us the pickup driver's insurance provider accepted 70% liability, meaning they only covered 70% of the repair costs to his Hyundai Elantra. What do you think? Was that too little or too much? On the one hand, the pickup driver should have been watching where he was going. On the other hand, our submitter could have waited. Let us know your opinion in the comments. Rick watched an SUV driver cut across lanes to make an illegal left turn, nearly striking a minivan in the process. Only by striking the curb and probably rashing a wheel did the minivan driver avoid being sideswiped before the SUV driver continued to turn in front of them, unabated by the close call. Christopher had pulled up and stopped for a stop sign when he was rear-ended by a pickup driver. Both drivers pulled over before summoning police to the scene. Christopher told us they exchanged insurance information and he provided responding officers with a copy of his dashcam footage. This submitter's dashcam, which is mounted to his e-bike, caught a Tesla behaving badly. That Tesla man can't drive. That Tesla man can't drive. The driver of a Cybertruck used a turn lane to cut around traffic before running a red light. Our submitter noted that the Cybertruck had a temporary paper license plate on it, so maybe this was someone on a demo drive. If you don't know, Tesla will let you take a brand new vehicle for a demo drive all by yourself. Some locations will even let you keep it for up to 48 hours. Just don't drive dangerously like this guy did, okay? Bayonne watched a Ford Ranger, or a Danger Ranger as she called it, hydroplane before colliding with a box truck and spinning off the highway into the woods. Bayonne told us she saw other drivers stopping to help as she continued, but she did call 911 to alert first responders. She didn't tell us the condition of the driver, but based on this footage, it doesn't look like they were seriously hurt. Rowan was driving through a green light with the right-of-way when an oncoming driver turned across his lane, nearly resulting in a T-bone collision. Rowan told us his Mazda CX-5 is white and has bright LED headlights, so there's no way the other driver didn't see it, even at night. He told us watching Wham Bam videos helped him anticipate this situation and react accordingly. Dutch Mike was driving through a roundabout in the Netherlands, where, just like in the United States, traffic entering the roundabout is required to yield to traffic already in the roundabout. An SUV driver ignored this rule before T-boning Dutch Mike's Hyundai Ioniq 5. Thankfully, neither he nor his puppy were harmed in the collision, but repairing his Hyundai cost over $11,000. He told us the SUV driver was in shock, so he had to call emergency services. Thankfully, she wasn't hurt either, so nobody needed medical treatment as a result of the collision. John was driving his Subaru home after having it serviced. Suddenly, he was attacked by a branch as it flew out of the trailer being pulled ahead of him on a California highway. Don told us he had traffic on both sides, so he couldn't avoid running over the branch. Thankfully, when he got home, he wasn't able to find any damage to his Subaru Forester. He's also glad he wasn't rear-ended. John was driving down a Florida highway when the driver of a Cadillac nearly sideswiped his Volvo XC60. Even though the Cadillac driver had their own lane to stay in, they immediately signaled and began changing lanes as the ramp joined to the highway. Thankfully, John was able to dodge into the passing lane. Sadly, the passing lane wasn't empty. John clipped a pickup truck, breaking a piece of trim off his Volvo, prompting him to pull over. Both the Cadillac driver and the pickup driver continued as John stopped to collect himself. Trevor watched a semi-truck nearly sideswipe a Ford Mustang before the Mustang driver hopped a curb to avoid a collision.
What the you doing?
Trevor honked to alert the trucker as the Mustang bottomed out on the traffic island. He noted that both drivers turned onto a side street, but he doesn't know if they stopped. This is Trevor's second time being featured on Wham Bam Dashcam, and his first submission happened less than a mile from this one. We'll put a link to that episode at the end of this one. While Brandon was on his way to work, he watched the driver of a yellow Dodge Charger make an illegal right turn in front of an SUV. The Charger clipped the fender of the SUV, but based on Brandon's footage, it looks like damage was minimal. He didn't stop to check on the drivers, but I think we can safely assume neither one was injured. Mike and Karen spotted a very unusual vehicle drive past them in the oncoming lanes, and they were thrilled they caught it on dashcam so they could send it to Wham Bam. They laughed as the boat drove past them, as this happened one day after they watched a Wham Bam TeslaCam video featuring the Euclid Beach rocket car, another famous Ohio vehicle. Go watch that episode here, or check out the Wham Bam Dashcam video featuring Trevor's previous submission. If you enjoyed the video, we hope we've earned your subscription. We'll be posting another episode next week, and subscribing is the best way to make sure you won't miss it.
Wham Bam, we got a Patreon, man. Please support the show.